Hello everyone and welcome to part 6 of the Ace Attorney trilogy. I'm that crime guy and you are here. Let's see who we've got already. We have got Murgoot. Good evening Murgoot, how are you? And we've got Not Moriarty. So we've got a few regulars in. Hope everyone's having a good Friday. Yeah, apologies the stream's a little bit later than the previous ones. Hopefully that's not too inconvenient to you all. I had to work a little bit later than I wanted to at work. Actually, no, it's all good. It's overtime, so get paid for it. It's all good. Lovely jubbly. But yeah, so I had to start the stream a little bit later. Good evening, Mima. Actually, it probably worked better for you because I know the last couple of streams you've come in sort of part way through, sort of like the first 15-20 minutes of it. So yeah, you've managed to catch right at the beginning. So we are on episode 3 at the moment, Turnabout Samurai, and we are on the final day. And I believe that we're going to be going into the trial now. So just a quick recap for anyone who didn't catch the last stream. We did a bit more, hey, good evening Enigmatic. We did a few more investigations around the studio. We learned that the murder didn't actually take place in Studio 1, but in fact it was Studio 2. We learned that the producer Dee Vasquez and the director Salmonella, who you can see on the screen right now, were actually present in Studio 1 at the time. And initially we thought, they probably couldn't be responsible for the murder because at the time they were in a meeting at Studio 2. But after we learned that Studio 2 is the location of the murder, we managed to basically say it's one of these two. So did a bit more investigation. We learned that Dee Vasquez actually covered... I've got it. Learned that Dee Vasquez had actually covered up a murder that Jack Hammer himself had committed about 5 years ago. And she is actually connected to the Mafia. So we were about to get our heads smashed in by a bunch of Mafia dudes and end up sleeping with the fishes. But Detective Gumshoe came and saved us all. So we managed to survive to the final day of the trial. So here we are, guys. I've just noticed as well, Marina's in the chat as well. Good evening. It's hot in Maryland and it's hot in Pennsylvania too. It's actually quite warm here in England, I will say. What's it saying on weather-wise? Can I get that up now? I can't see the weather here. Let me have a look at my phone, which I haven't got on me. Fantastic. How can I check it without actually blowing up my PC? Okay, I'm not going to bother checking. But yeah, we're actually getting above 20 nowadays, which is nice, which is lovely. If I sound a bit funny tonight as well, just so you know, I actually bit my cheek during the stream that I did on Wednesday. And it's a little bit swollen, so the accents might be a bit odd. 14 degrees. So depending on where you are, Not Moriarty, that might be around about the same for me then. I mean, I have got the window open. Which, yeah, tells you it's warm. So guys, there's a few of you here already. Let's remove that. Gotta disagree, TCG. Hate the summer, mate. I'm not a fan of it either. I try. 22 in Colorado. We'll wait for the Aussies to get here, and they'll tell us how cold it is down in Australia. I know Mr. GB roams in that neck of the woods. Maybe Bilbo if he does turn up. So yeah, let's crack on with this. Your accents can rival Peter Sellers. Wow. October 20, 10 AM, District Court, courtroom number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. We're still trialing him. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. Lol. That's the gallery laughing, you know, because they can hear his thoughts. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss Dee Vasquez to the stand. Miss Dee Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Here comes my Mafia voice. Will the witness state her name and occupation?
Dee Vasquez, I'm a producer for Global Studio.
On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2.
As everyone here knows, yes? Huh? What? I dislike needless banter, huh? If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here.
Okay, Murgu. Hope everything's alright, mate. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder.
Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay.
Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Sorry, Mima, I realised that I was... Oh, bless.
I entered the trailer, a little before noon. You know what I'm saying, huh? The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1, see? I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting, huh? Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later, when we all went to Studio 1. That's all.
Maya is less woodable than the Mia Maya hybrid version. AGB. What's it like in Aussie? In Aussie land? I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you.
The van. There's a van at Studio 2. Capiche? I had him take me in that, you understand? I thought it might be risky to walk, what with that monkey's head toppling over.
Van added to the court record. I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it.
Yeah, he'll touch the grill and go, hot. In my head, I'm just like, no kidding, Sherlock. But then I realise he's just 2. Well, at least he's learning. It's a learning curve.
I entered the trailer, a little before noon.
It's cold, Detective. They lied about this Sunshine State nonsense. By yourself?
Yes.
And you didn't stop at the employee area?
No.
Are you always this terse?
Yes.
Oh dear.
The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4.
Did no one leave during the meeting?
No one.
Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony.
The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. You understand? There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1.
She's got a smoke, because, you know, all the years of smoking, you know, it's affected her throat. And when exactly was that?
I've forgotten.
Maybe you could try remembering?
No.
The meeting ended at 4, and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it would be between those times. You would think? Come on. All you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth.
I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me.
Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean?
It means what I just said, huh? Do you need your ears washing out? My friend, do you not understand basic English, huh? I had Sal take me in Studio 2 van.
Oh, right.
At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting.
I realise I should be presenting something. And what were you doing during that time?
Don't hit your desk. It irritates me.
Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops.
It was a 15-minute break. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer.
And that van hit the statue. Could have done. Do you have someone who can verify this?
Sal,
No, I mean someone else.
one person is enough. Is it not?
She committed the murder during that break. She wouldn't have had time to eat the T-bone steak. I had some evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak. Which I think I do. Hold on a second. Oh, hang on a minute. Block the path to scene of the crime between 2:15 and 4. Ah, okay, no, that wouldn't work. Oh, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Maybe that? Maybe that? Well, Nick, find anything? I kind of wish you said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said. Somewhere. How would she know the monkey head fell if nobody left the meeting? Ask a point. At 2:30 we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. I feel like that's going to be a contradiction. At 2:30 with... Right, let me go with the... I'll probably lose points on this if I'm... Well, I'll lose points if I'm wrong, but... Oh, okay. No, it's right, it's right. Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not.
What's this now, Mr. Wright?
Look at this.
It's a plate.
Oh my god, yeah. No, that was a Studio 2, wasn't it? Was it? No. Oh no, it was the employee area. Sorry, T. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. But there was nothing on their plates. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Arrgh. Miss Vasquez, tell me how a person can eat a T-bone steak and not leave a bone. I think I know how. You ate a boneless steak. You ate the bone too. I'm going to say you didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You had pie and mash. You're actually an English person. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. Ah!
I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break?
She ate a boneless pizza. Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. I reckon Vasquez has a lot of experience eating bones, and that solved it. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Are you saying?
Yes, Your Honor. She belonged to the streets! As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You did it with him. You killed him with your own hands, is what I actually meant. Imagine a pizza with bones, though, for a second, if you will.
Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous?
What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Mr. Wright?
Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it?
Yes.
Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez.
Good luck, Nick.
Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes? I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature, huh? How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon?
Right, chap. Let's test your detectiving skills. How could Dee Vasquez use the spear? We think she could. She couldn't. Or I don't know. Go, 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 go. See what you say, and I'll tell you if you're right or wrong. Okay, we think she could. Oh, okay, okay, okay. We think she could. Okay. I'm going to tell you no, I don't think she could. What if I told you something else was the murder weapon? What if I... Okay, she couldn't. 40%. Okay. We'll end it there. 5 votes apiece. So, yeah. Okay, I'm going to tell you now. I don't think she could. I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would.
You see?
Yeah. However, that has no bearing on this case.
Meaning?
The samurai spear was not the murder weapon.
What?
And the crowd is in shock.
What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body.
I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. Let's have a look. Wrong, Mr. Wright. But I haven't said anything yet.
I know you well enough by now to know when you're going to present the wrong evidence.
I can sense it too with my fey blood. What? Okay, so I picked the wrong evidence. Enough with all the sensing. Right, okay, here's the real evidence, Your Honor. Oh, phew, okay, we don't lose points. I thought it would be that. Oh dear. Okay, maybe she could have used it. Oh, sorry. I thought it was going to be that. I did present that, didn't I? Samurai spear? Oh my god. Okay. I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the action scene run-through in the morning. But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Okay.
Order.
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're...
Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane?
Are you even aware of what you're saying? Oh,
if the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell, what was? How was Hammer killed?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? I can tell you? Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was?
I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well. Let's see this murder weapon then.
Right, now we present the 5-year-old photo. Yay! Look at this photo.
What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing on top of the stairs.
Aww.
I like my...
Oh, hang on.
Hello there, my name's Old Lady. Old Bag, I'm not
going to be relevant anymore in this trial. But I'm in the gallery just having a listen. I want to see Dee Vasquez burn for what she did to my poor old jackhammer.
Order! Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is all this about?
This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. I do put a fake voice on for my videos. Yes, you're quite right, GB. And I told you not to actually expose that. I'm like the Michael Jackson of true crime. You know, just in terms of voice. I should just stress that. Please don't clip that. You know, how in the public,
hey guys, everybody, you're just ignorant, you don't understand.
And then, you know, when the cameras are off, it's,
make me a motherfucking sandwich, man. Come on, sandwich now.
It was a close-kept secret at the studios.
Mr. GB, you're just ignorant.
What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest?
What are you saying?
Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again!
Mr. Wright, continue.
It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss Dee Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She made sweet, sweet love to him. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs and onto the fence, is what I actually meant to say. Just like Mr. Hammer had done himself 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say.
In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago?
Precisely. Ironic, isn't it?
Haha, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you in my script writing staff.
You deny that what I say is true?
Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body?
The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time.
Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body?
Mobster friends did it, and Sal too. Let's say... You must be holding your... Which voice?
Are you talking about this one? I'm pushing my lips up to the top, so I'm not actually covering anything. If anything, I'm more breathing out of my nose as I'm speaking. It's quite a nasally accent.
I bet she could move it, or she had... I feel like those two would lead to the same way. Or I feel like they would all lead to the same... They would all lead to the same outcome. Yeah, we'll say she had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body? Other than with her own hands?
For instance?
Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body.
Interesting. Let's hear it then.
Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. Boop, boop, ba-doop, ba-doop, boo. There we go. Has to be the van. Okay. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1. And you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony.
There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me.
You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Hold on, right? Yeah, spot on, GB. Don't forget, it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Yeah, I'm going to say he was. Yeah, why not? Of course Sal Manella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, Mr. GB, you were saying that there was a lack of blood on the crime scene? They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Exactly, Mogu, exactly. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue?
No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun.
I win? Is that it? So, what happens next? Don't question me. Don't you have anything to say?
What would you like me to say?
I lost? Something like that?
I just said that.
Wait, so you mean Dee Vasquez? So it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? Well?
Who can say?
Huh?
Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle? You proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer.
Right.
But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. Capiche? You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright.
What? Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O!
Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure?
Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving.
What do I do now? Oh, excuse me, couldn't have been Sal. Shall we get her to testify again? No, what do we do? What should we do, chat? What should we do? Accuse, testify again. No further questions. What do we do, chat? She looks like a female version of Assassin's Creed, man. See what you guys are saying. Hey. We need to find decisive evidence. Okay. Right. That's pretty decisive. Let's accuse. Miss Vasquez, you did it.
That wasn't the question.
Did you do it?
No. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
I'm not sure that question helped this court get any closer to a verdict.
What do I do now? Okay, we'll go with the next option, which is testify again. I'd like you to testify again.
Testify again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I did before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn!
It's come so far, only to fail.
As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez.
What?
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth?
I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't.
I see.
Very well. Oh, hang on. He's thought of one. Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again.
You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness.
I just want to hear your testimony again.
Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes.
Oh, sleeping pills, sleeping pills. Mr. Edgeworth,
I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself.
what exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed. Verily, I say. Ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body.
After they found the body?
Very well.
The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter.
Nick, why did Edgeworth... Who knows? He probably realised she did it too. But wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that, Edgeworth. Chat, this is heating up now.
I was with Sal and Oldback, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, and Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldback, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings.
Oi, JFC! If you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need to twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. Oh, JFC, brutal.
I was with Sal and Oldback, the security lady, when we found the body.
What time was that?
We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal, so I'd say it was then.
What exactly did you and Mr. Manila arrive at... Oh, sorry. When exactly did you and Mr. Manila arrive at the studio?
About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. I was putting them with the fishes.
Let's press harder. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio?
They weren't there yet.
Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help.
Oh, what did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costumes?
Cheers, JFC. You should try to listen, and I hope that 12 hours goes quick for you, mate.
You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy.
Boy?
The witness will continue her testimony. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent.
Every time you say salmonella, it just makes me think. About E. coli? Mad cow disease? Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct?
So he says.
Did no one go to call him?
Remember.
Remember what?
There was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm, huh? That's absurd.
You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Let's press harder. Wait a second. Wouldn't that be the other way round?
The other way around?
I was about to do her voice then. You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person?
I have to agree with the defense on this one.
Well, Miss Vasquez?
Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his still samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out.
Oh, are you kidding? No! Hush your mouth, woman.
We often left them on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing.
Or Powers.
Well, I suppose that explains that.
Marina. And therein lies the catch. It's literally, yeah, they literally name their characters after just like little punchlines. Like, obviously Jack Hammer. You've got Will Powers, like Willpower. You've got, I'm not sure about Dee Vasquez though. I'm not sure where that link is. Obviously Salmonella. There's another one. Oh yeah, Harry Butts. See, Hairy Butt. Yeah, very well, Miss Vasquez. You may continue. But they do get more stupid as the series goes on, but in a good way. In a good way.
I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up.
What was everyone else doing at that time?
No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent.
I asked you to be so presumptuous, but it really does remind me of that. That's all I think about.
So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry, I'm late, is what he said, and then silence. Dead silence.
Okay.
Silence.
Hey, Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. Did he, though?
The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it.
Oldbag, security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it?
She said because she saw him going toward the studio.
Right, the Steel Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers solely based on the security lady's word?
Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact.
Photograph? Meaning the one taken by the security camera?
She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer.
I don't think there's anything in there that I can use.
I asked to be left out of the proceedings.
You asked to be left out?
Yes. It seemed that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing, if you catch my drift.
But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question.
Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in the meeting. There was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us.
Exactly, GB. Correct. Covered up for you. Or covered it up for you. There must have been a lot riding on it, what with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning.
I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes.
But did you, though? The script and your direction notes?
Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen.
No, I guess not. Hang on, didn't we go back for some? Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your bag and... Why didn't you bring your script and notes?
Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything.
Why?
There was a murder, after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that?
Oh yeah, I guess. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please continue. Ooh! Whoa! Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Wait a minute, what? Think, Michael. Miss Vasquez says she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. Da-da-da-dun. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm supposed to present the objections and the contradictions, my dude. What are you doing? Order! Mr. Edgeworth. What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I think not. I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I believe Edgeworth is helping me.
So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well. The witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind.
What do you mean? Hang on a minute, it was... How did you know about the injury?
How did I know? Sal. He told me.
Sal, the director? You have to find something to peg this on her here, or everything we've done till now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go, get him! Alright. It's got to be here. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left him behind. Oh, mate, what do I present here? Jeez, Louise. I mean, he's dragging one leg, but this would have been. Mate, hold on. It is. Yes, it is. Okay. You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers.
What?
Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers.
Pretending?
One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why do you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured?
Uh-oh.
I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong.
No, I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez? You saw Hammer limping. Well done, GB. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes.
Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured?
Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers.
Ah,
and when he was doing this, well, it would have had to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. I reckon I can be the Watson to you detective. I'm getting good at this detectiving lark. Absolutely. I think you were all honorary Watsons. Guys, you were all honorary Watsons. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Order. Order. I will have order. Witness. Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez.
very well. I have a question for you.
Why are the real killers always so persistent?
Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Capiche?
Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? I mean, Studio was in financial trouble. This would bring interest back to it, I suppose. Let's try it. Okay. I have proof and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. I want to say it's that. Yes, this is my proof. This is the photo from before? This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With Dee Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day, 5 years ago. Oh guys, the other day when my boyfriend was listening to this live because I had it on loud and TCG said hi after I said hi, he asked me how much I paid for it. I was just like, no, he just does that. Yeah, I do. I mean, I have a manageable chat at the moment, so I can see what you're saying. I can read your comments. You don't have to pay me. I mean, if you want to, please, by all means, go for it. I mean, this channel isn't monetized, but there was a little tip thing up at the top that you can use, but honestly, there is no obligation. Hi, Uncle TCG. Hi, Nephew GB. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, Dee Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate.
Hi, daughter.
Oh no, Daddy TCG memes at the beginning. Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed Dee Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have?
Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me, and I never get rid of useful men. It is a policy of mine.
Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. Ah, crap. Hold on. I don't know. Like, can I say I've got no evidence? Yeah, Steel Samurai was coming to an end. She wasn't useful. Yeah, he wasn't. Yeah, I mean, there's that, but where would I hate that this monkey never actually came into play. Maybe the path to glory? I mean, that dude is not unnoticeable. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Do you know what? I'm just going to go with it. Okay, we must have something. Okay. Allow me to present to the court evidence proving Miss Vasquez's motive. He's a rough-looking 23-year-old as well. No, this is my proof, and this tells us why Miss Vasquez wanted to kill Mr. Hammer.
I say all it proves is that the defense attorney has completely lost his marbles.
Mr. Wright, the court requests that you find your marbles immediately. And I'm afraid I have to penalize you for this waste of the court's time. Crud.
Nick, we're so close. Think this one through, please.
Mr. Wright, I'll ask you again. Please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. Oh, mate, what if it was an accident? She had no motive, Your Honor.
What's that now?
It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. Oh my god, yes, yes. Self-defense argument. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? What? Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill Dee Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. It's gonna snap. Yay! So you did do it, didn't you? Yes. I am guilty. It was me.
Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Ah, Miss Vasquez.
Oh, hang on.
What happened here?
Manuel fell from the trailer stairs.
Manuel!
Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm.
No. How could this?
It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and...
No, Manuel!
Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez.
No! Please don't die. Please. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose. Again.
Mr. Edgeworth, where's Dee Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm and collected as ever.
I see.
Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor?
It appears you have brought about yet another miracle.
Thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Alright, Mr.
Actually,
Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. And the crowd goes wild. She balked the crack pipe. That is all. This court is adjourned. October 20, 1:12 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay.
Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder, it makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
Tell me, why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me?
I'm going to show evidence. Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because... It's because you were the Steel Samurai.
Because I was the Steel Samurai?
Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kids' show, and as the villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you.
I think I understand. You could have just told me. I would have changed places with him anytime.
I think you're missing the point.
Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over.
So am I.
congratulations, WP.
Oh. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more.
Awkward.
I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and...
Uh-oh.
Is something wrong?
No, of course not.
Ah! Nick, Edgeworth.
Say something right. I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers.
Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. Right. I must say I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix, right? Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Charming.
Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend?
What? Friends? As if. Edgeworth loves you. Edgeworth has a touch of the tism, I think. They're rivals. Rivals, right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? He has a crush on you. Oh yeah, who doesn't? I'm Phoenix Wright. Have you not seen my spiky hair? And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again. Nick, this is it. The new show starts today. You're going to watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I kind of was surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. Murgoot. Maybe. Maybe. The end. I'm pretty sure that is actually canon, Murgoot. A new episode has been added. Oh my god, this is the one. Yes, this is the one. Save your progress up to this point. We are absolutely going to. Now, we could end the stream here, guys, but I'm not going to, because there's still an hour to go yet. It's been, what, 15 years? About that, yes. 15 years is a long time to wait. You can't imagine how much I've suffered. You've suffered? But now, the perfect opportunity has presented itself. At last, I shall have my revenge. What? Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. Oh my god! What? What's Edgeworth up to? It's Christmas time, mistletoe and wine at 10:08 AM at Wright & Co. law offices. And not a bloody decoration in sight. Hey, Nick! Do you know if there are any good waterfalls around here? Waterfalls? Dare I ask why? Nick, isn't it obvious? I need a waterfall to stand under, preferably a freezing one. Oh, is that part of your spirit medium training? Of course, except I've been slacking off lately. I need to brave the elements and be forged anew under the rushing spring waters. Okay. I don't know about any falls per se, but Gord Lake is pretty close. Oh, darn. Sorry, but them's the breaks. Couldn't you just take a cold shower or something? Oh, that's right, Murgoot. Yes, it's Japan, so it's shopping in KFC. I love that Japan's... that KFC will manage to sort of culturally change Japan to convince them that KFC is a must on Christmas Day. I love that. Good old Colonel. Good idea. So much for rushing spring waters.
Next in the news, a large unidentified animal was sighted at Gord Lake. The town is buzzing with excitement. Locals are calling it Gordy in a tip of the hat to Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. Though its namesake, Nessie, proved to be a hoax, Locals are confident their Gordy is the real deal.
Boring. Can't they show real news for a change?
It's fake news, people. Fake news.
Nick, the water pressure's kind of low in that shower. I say nothing. Hang on. Mergoot's just pointing out that it's Japan. Maybe he's talking about the people that made the game. But yes, culturally, this is supposed to be America. Yes, you're absolutely right. Maybe Americans don't celebrate Christmas. And if any of you Americans here tell me otherwise, I'm just going to assume it's fake news. She is 17. There you go. See? There you go. You want more pressure, huh? Why don't you go down to the fire department and have them spray you with the hose? Your testimony has flaws, TCG. None of them look American. Good idea, Nick. Apparently, Fey blood is no aid in detecting sarcasm.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. Strange occurrences continue at Gold Lake, but this time, it's murder.
Gold Lake again?
The body of a man was found in the lake early this morning. A suspect was apprehended. Sources inside the police department revealed that the suspect's name is Miles Edgeworth, age 24. Edgeworth was an up-and-coming prosecutor known for his skill and connections. He was guaranteed a long and rewarding career. Has he thrown it all away? Or at 11.
Edgeworth? What's going on? Edgeworth would never do something like... Nick? Yipes! Maya? The fireman yelled at me when I called him. We've got bigger things to worry about than that. They arrested Edgeworth. What? You mean the prosecutor? Yeah, he's a suspect. In a meltdown. What? When? Where? Whom? Why? How? I don't know. Let's go find out, Nick. Let's have a quick chat first. What to do? Or what should we do? What do you mean? Let's investigate. We should talk to Mr. Edgeworth and check out the crime scene. You're right. We need more information, save aimlessness and confusion for later. Any ideas? Well, got any good ideas? Not really. I do my best thinking when I'm standing underneath a waterfall. But of course, that's just because. Let's go to the detention centre first. He's probably not in there at the moment. You know, Nick, we've all been here one time or another, haven't we? I guess it comes with the territory. I'm not sure it's something we should mention to too many people. There he is. Ah! Hey, Edgeworth, come back. What are you doing here? Nick, I don't think he's in a very good mood. Actually, in America, if you want anything but turkey or chicken on Christmas, you go to the Chinese restaurants. Okay. Well, he is in detention. Were you in a good mood when you were here? So you've come to laugh at the fallen attorney? Then laugh. Laugh, I say. Well, why aren't you laughing? Nick, should we be laughing? Nah, it's a trick. Laugh and he'll get mad. Or burst into tears. Meanwhile, I can confirm that is fake news. Edgeworth, we don't have so much free time. We can spend it coming down here just to laugh at you. Yes, you do. Actually, he's right. I hoped you wouldn't come. I didn't want you to see me. Not like this. I didn't want to see you like this either, believe me. So what happened then, mate? Tell me what happened. Why should I? What are you going to do about it? Duh! We're going to help you, that's what. Help me? You? Don't be ridiculous. Sorry? You're a novice. You've only been in 3 trials. Hey! Sure, you got lucky in 1 or 3, but your luck's bound to run out someday. You need real skill, right? Experience. Nick, he's insulting you. Nick? Why am I always the one who has to get angry? The murder took place at Gourd Lake, correct? Yes, late last night. The lake is a long way away from your offices and the courthouse. Why were you down there? I see no need to tell you. Mr. Edgeworth, you didn't really... Gordy. Huh? I went to see Gordy.
Gordy? What's that?
I'll tell you later. Why won't Edgeworth talk to us? I suppose we're just going to have to go and find out ourselves. Let's go to Gord Lake entrance and see what we can uncover.
This is where it happened.
Yeah, Gord Lake is in the middle of this park.
I can see some police walking around in there.
Questioning people, probably.
Hey, isn't that Detective Gumshoe over there?
Well, pal, there's enough of us here. Anyone found anything, Shay?
Sorry, sir, nothing.
Idiot, the trial's tomorrow. We need clues, on the double.
But sir, there weren't any clues. That's why we arrested that attorney, Mr. Edgeworth. It's clear, sir. He's the one who...
Shut up. Just you try saying that again. I'll make you sorry if you do. So just get out of my face, pal.
Yes, sir.
Detective Gumshoe's kind of scary today.
Recruits.
Eek!
Hey, you're that Harry guy. Harry Butts.
Right, Phoenix Wright.
Will you ever learn my name?
And just what are you doing here, pal? Investigating?
Well, yes, I suppose. Excuse me.
Well, I'm here to help. Ask me anything you want, pal. Bring it.
He seems different than usual. I wonder what's up.
Mr. Edgeworth hasn't actually asked us to defend him yet.
Huh? Oh, you don't say.
Still, we better talk. Let's find out what happened. Detective Gumshoe, do you know what happened here?
Huh? You don't know, pal?
No.
Wow. Okay, Mr. Head in the fluffy pink clouds lawyer.
Head in the... Huh?
Never mind. I'll tell you. It happened last night. About 15 minutes after midnight, see? There was a boat out at Gord Lake. In that boat were two men. One of those men shot the other with a pistol.
And the shooter was Mr. Edgeworth?
A cop who arrived on the scene arrested him.
How did they get there so fast?
Well, there was a witness. When the report came in, we raced to the lake. My wife was in the middle of telling me something very important, but I had to stop her in her tracks. She's gonna be pissed when I get home. Probably not gonna have any dinner on the table. But that's fine. As long as I don't get another salary deduction.
A witness?
You don't think Mr. Edgeworth is a murderer, do you?
Absolutely not. It's impossible. I don't care if there's a witness either. I don't believe a lick of it.
Right, who cares what the witness says? I care. You really believe in him, don't you, Detective?
Of course I do, see? But the police are pretty sure he's the killer. Nobody's even really taking this investigation that seriously.
Oh, bless.
Oh no.
After all the help Mr. Edgeworth has been to us, hard to imagine that no one's standing up to take his side, see?
Well, at least you are, Detective. At least you are. Do you know who will be Mr. Edgeworth's defense attorney in tomorrow's trial?
He hasn't got one yet.
What? The trial is tomorrow, isn't it?
Well, I don't know the whole story, but apparently no one he's been talking to will take his case.
Why not?
Mr. Edgeworth won't tell me. When you guys showed up, I figured he'd ask you to defend him.
Unfortunately not.
Well, pal, then you got a job to do. Help out Mr. Edgeworth, see? Prove that badge you wear isn't just some fancy piece of metal. Prove it to me, pal. Show me you're an attorney.
Okie dokie. So who is this witness?
Sorry, pal. That's confidential. Anyway, the witness saw everything, apparently. I'm sure they'll turn up at the trial tomorrow.
Was there only that one witness?
Yep. It was pretty cold out on the lake last night. And it was Christmas Eve after all, see? Still, we're being thorough. You never know when you're going to turn up another witness. That's why we're here today, checking things out. So far, we're coming up empty.
Oh, it's Christmas Day today. Oh my god, I'd totally forgotten you guys. What are you getting me for Christmas, Nick?
Talk to Santa. Okay.
maybe if we present that.
That badge! You're showing that to the wrong guy, pal. You gotta show that to someone who needs it.
Can I move into the park? Nope. Gotta go back. Present O. Badge O. Your attorney's badge. Edgeworth. Let me defend you. Good one, right? But I'm not that hard up. Not yet. What am I getting you for Christmas, GB? Talk to Santa. But I'm not that hard up. Not yet. What do you mean by that? Me? Trust a wet behind the ears lawyer with only 3 trials under his belt? Ha! Never. What? My case is near hopeless, right? Every defense attorney I've talked to has turned me down. What? Simply put, they were afraid they'd lose. It occurred to me that it might be my fault that they lacked confidence. After all, I did get every single one of their clients declared guilty. I don't believe it. Regardless, I don't want you involved in this. You in particular, I cannot ask to do this. Edgeworth, this is really hard for me to ask, but you didn't do it, right? Right? Think what you will. I have only one request. Huh? Stay out of this case. Why? But Nick is trying to help you. I know that. But I don't want your help, okay? Why not? Look, just go away and leave me alone. Nick, Mr. Edgeworth did it, didn't he? Maya, let's go investigate elsewhere. But Nick... Go back to the lake. Let's see if we can say... defense request, there we go. Excuse me. It's alright, it's opened up again. We can use this again. Is it true? No one will take Mr. Edgeworth's case?
Yeah. He's a bit of a celebrity. If you defended him and lost, your reputation would be sure to suffer. What's more, the case against him is, well, it's pretty solid. I suppose it would be if they have a witness. Hey, pal. Don't tell me you're gonna turn your back on him, too. Remember the Steel Samurai case? Mr. Edgeworth helped you get your client declared innocent.
I know. I went to Edgeworth. I tried. He really doesn't want us to represent him. Especially not us, he said.
What? Well, that doesn't make any sense, pal. You should have heard him talking about you after that trial. He kept saying right over and over.
Nick? I'm not sure that's a good sign. Yeah, he does seem embarrassed, doesn't he? Everyone, you can ask Santa. Because Santa's the one who delivers the presents and all that stuff. It's not people like you or I. Come on, we know that. Oh, hang on a minute. Sorry about that, need to clear me through it. Neither am I.
Why wouldn't he want your help?
Detective Gumshoe, sir?
What? Find something?
No, sir, not yet. But there was a call from the precinct. They want to hold an investigation briefing.
A briefing? Right, I'm off. Oh, sorry, pal. I guess you heard. I gotta go. Any last things you want to ask me about before I head back?
Let's get the autopsy report, see if we've got that back. Well, yes. Do you have any information on the victim?
Sorry. They haven't worked up the autopsy report yet. I'm still waiting for it for myself. Actually, say, if you get the time, drop in by the precinct. We can talk more there, pal.
You're not coming back, Detective?
Probably not, pal.
So what should we do if we have something to talk to you about?
Ah, right. Here, I'll show you how to get to the precinct. Come down and see me anytime.
Directions to the police station received from Detective Gumshoe. Oh, hey, Detective Gumshoe.
What?
We'd like to take a look around in the park. Can we walk around?
Yeah, no problem, pal. You got my permission.
Whoop whoop. You know, Nick, I think there's something to be said for talking to people when they're busy. Yeah, they don't have time to think about not giving you information. Right. Now let's get investigating. Let's actually, we'll have a look around. The sign says Gord Lake Nature Park. Of course it does. This place is full of families picnicking on the weekend. But no waterfall. Not many picnickers come here for spiritual training, Maya. Do not clip that.
I feel winter's chill from the bare leaf trees today. Ah, what is it about winter that turns people into poets? I don't know, but my toes are starting to feel numb. Yes, my poetry has that effect on some people. Okie dokie. Let's move. Oh, okay. We'll go to the Criminal Affairs Department later. Let's check out Gord Lake Public Beach. December 25, Gord Lake Public Beach. Wowzers, this is Gord Lake? Yep. I'm not sure it warrants a wowzers, though. Probably not. But hey, look at that snack stand. Samurai dogs. I want a samurai dog, please. I bet they're great. With a name like Samurai Dog, how could they not be? They're a little behind the times, though. The kids are all into the Pink Princess now. I mean, like, you know. Nope. Right, let's have a little look around. What have we got here? Huh? Someone left some poppers here. You know, pull the string, and it goes pop. Yeah, I know the ones. You see them a lot around New Year's. Hey, Nick, there might be a clue. Let's take them. Come on, admit it. You just want to pop them, right? Was it that obvious? Poppers? We'll take them. I suppose it couldn't hurt. Huh? Where'd they go? Into my pocket. Okay, so we've got the poppers. Oh. Might as well click on the bench. A lineup of plastic benches. I guess the idea is you buy a dog and eat it here. China. I doubt anyone would sit here and eat on a day like this. Except maybe Maya. She had a samurai dog. Check the bin. Bin raiders! Oh, the trash can is empty. At least the place is well maintained. Huh. I almost didn't see that signpost. Left boat docks, right exit. Wow, Gord Lake is really big. Yeah. Say, Nick, why is it called Gord Lake? Oh, well, a long time ago they used to grow gourds here. Whoa, no way. I was sure it was because the lake looked like a gourd when viewed from above. You know, like an hourglass shape? Well, it is shaped like a gourd, actually. But that's just a coincidence. Oh, okay. A hot dog stand. Oh, it's closed. Christmas fringe looks a little half-baked. The banner reads Samurai Dogs. Somebody needs to redecorate. Hey. Anything else I can look at? Anything else? Right. I think we're going to move. Oh, I like my women hourglass shape. Lol. JK. Nothing wrong with that. Where should we go next? Should we go... Where to next? Woods? Shop. I'll let you guys choose. Let you guys choose. One in for boat shop. Oh, excuse me. Still only one in for boat shop. Oh, 3 votes in now. The Woods have taken the lead. Or 5 according to the little YouTube icon there. See if we get another 2 votes. Go on. Go on. Make it decisive. Make it decisive. What time is it in England? It is 21 minutes past 11 at night. Okay, I think we'll end it there then. We'll go and we'll go to the woods. We'll go to the woods next. Okay. I like it here, Nick. Look, someone's camping. They've got guts camping at the scene of a murder. Hey, Nick. If they were camping here last night, they might know something about the murder. Well, that's true. Good call, Maya. Let's go talk to them. Right, let's see if we can... Right, let's have a look around. This SUV has seen better days. It's dented all over.
Can't believe anyone would drive their car down here. Look at that sign. The sign says no camping. Funny place to pick. A funny place to pitch your tent. Wait, what if the sign said no setting tents on fire? I don't think they have signs like that. If there's a murder in woods, it's never good in my opinion. The trees grow quite thick here. Further back, the trees fade into the shadows where the sunlight can't reach them. Hey, Nick. What? Don't tell me you're hungry again. No. I was just wondering why are camping pots and pans made of aluminium? I didn't talk about that in any of the law books. So there's no law saying they have to be made out of aluminium? Aluminium, then? I'm not having this conversation. I could have said aluminum, but I'm not a Yank. Aluminium. That's the word. Aluminium. Just like it's football, not soccer. Yeah. There's food and some magazines on the sheet. It takes a pretty tough skin to camp in this cold. Anything else? Oh, we can slide across, so I assume maybe someone's fishing. Oh, okay. This camera has a mic and some sort of attachment. It must take pictures when triggered by a noise. Wow, cool. Let's try it out. Hi, I'm Nick. Maybe I'm not saying it loud enough. Hey, I'm Nick. Huh. Nick! Will you stop that? Maybe it's broken. Don't kick it. Maybe it isn't set to respond to voices. Well, what then? These things? The party poppers? Bang! Click, 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 click. There you go, that worked. Well, it responded. Yeah! Hey, you, get your hands off of that. Eek! What in the Sam Hill? Look what you done now. There goes a whole roll of film. Ah, what? Huh? Sorry, it's nice, but it's... Sorry, it's nice, but it don't pay my bills. Y'all know how much a roll of that film costs? I'll pay you back. What were y'all thinking setting up a party popper in a place like this? Well... What? Don't try to play stupid with me just because y'all think I'm some country bumpkin. Yeah, I know how y'all Yanks think. I say, those southern folks talk with that exaggerated drawl. Why, they must be dumb. Well, let me tell you. Just because I might be dumb, don't mean we all are. Nick, help. And who are you now? A chaperone? Yeah, no, rather, we're sort of friends? Just figure out what y'all are gonna say and say it for bejesus's sake. I'd rather sit through one of Papa's draws and listen to y'all stutter all day. Oh boy. I guess we should pay her for the film. This microphone-headed woman is not a wood. Watch it. Yeah, yes, ma'am. On second thought, I'll pay later. I'm really sorry. Suppose we better yam it to her then, innit? What happens? What? Can't y'all see I'm changing the film on my camera here? Someone, I'm not naming any names. Oh, sorry, hang on. Someone, I'm not naming any names, but someone used up a whole row. Sorry. That didn't work. I wonder if I have anything to show her that would get her attention. Let's see if we can get her name at least. What? Can't y'all see I'm changing the film on my camera here? Someone, I'm not naming names. Oh, hang on a minute. Okay. Let's see. Let's present my badge. This is my badge. Huh? Aren't badges supposed to be all shiny and impressive? You a cop or something? I'm a lawyer. What? Y'all ain't gonna try and pull one of them lawsuits over me over that film now? Cause I have y'all know I'm a fighter and I wrestle meaner looking things than you. No, that's not it at all. We're here investigating a murder that took place here on the lake. A murder? Sounds cool. Why didn't y'all say that in the first place? Go ahead, ask me anything y'all like. Finally, some cooperation. You two, y'all can come out of hiding now. I won't bite. Hard. Come to think of it, where did Maya get to? So sorry. I was feeling a little overwhelmed. The culture gap and all. Never you mind, honey. I Hang on a minute. I can talk okay, never you mind, honey. I can talk Yank for you if, if it pleases you. Thanks. I think it'll be okay. Great then. I'm Lotta Hart, but y'all can call me Lotta. I'm here photographing meteor showers for a research project. Mighty pleased to meet you. Alright, let's chat then. Let's chat. So what happened? Oh yeah. When was that murder anyway? I ain't seen much television lately. It happened late in the night on Christmas Eve. That's so. Christmas Eve. By golly, I'll be damned. A man on a boat was shot. Did you see anything? Well, let me see. A boat, you say? I reckon I might have seen one. Not sure, though. Y'all gotta remember, I've been watching this here lake for a good 3 days now. I seen enough boats to choke a mule. Kinda hard to remember which I seen when. So, what is it you do, Lotta? Huh? Me? Ha! Y'all don't really want to know that, do ya? Actually, I'm a research student at County U, right in the heart of the heartland. Wow, neat. Nick, she's a research student at University Country U. So I hear. So when did you come up here? Let me see. I guess it was about 3 days ago. What are you photographing? Didn't I tell y'all all that already? Meteors. Yep, meteor showers. Falling stars. That's quite a camera you have there. Y'all better know it. It's German made. A genuine Solingen. This woman is awfully pale to have an afro. I suspect she isn't here to photograph meteors at all. GB doing the phrenogamy check. Isn't that where they make knives? So what's that device you have stuck to the camera? Huh? Device? Your camera went off all by itself when I fired my party popper. Oh, that! That mic triggers the shutter whenever it detects certain sounds. It's programmed to pick up loud noises right now. A programmable camera? Neat. Lotta's camera added to the court record. So do we present it again? Lotta? Oh, Lotta? Yeah? So your camera, it triggers on loud explosion noises. Hey, yep. Actually, the victim in the case we're researching, he was shot with a pistol. A pistol? Right. Now, wouldn't a gunshot make a similar noise to our party popper? Yes, it would. Your camera didn't get a picture of the murder, did it? Hey, y'all are pretty bright. Huh? I see what you're saying. Tell you what, I'll have a look-see at my film. It would have been a photo taken late last night. Objection! The meteor is in space. How would your camera hear that? You aren't here to get meteor photos at all. It's a very good point. And also, if she got a picture of the shooting, why is her camera pointed at the lake when it should be pointed at the sky? Something's awfully fishy with good old Lotta Hart, huh? I checked them once. Don't remember if there was anything on them, though. But what if I got something? I could be a witness to a genuine murder. Yeehaw! I'll go check that film. Y'all come back now, you hear? Okay. She went inside her SUV. I guess we should come back later. I guess we should. Let's go back to the beach. Let's go to that rental shop. Boat rentals, get your boats. Rent them here, rent them cheap. Nick, what is this place? It's a boat rental shop. Closed for Christmas, it seems. I guess a murder taking place on one of the boats won't be good for business either. Ooh. I'll just say that, Marina. No, there was some case where some kid shot somebody and they called the weapon pew pew. Oh, kid. It was just weird. They had it on tape and everything. It was ridiculous. Mate, that sounds bonkers. Although I did cover a story not that long ago, actually, about a child that shot an elementary school teacher. He was only 6 years old. Boats? I've never ridden on a boat. Really? Well, how about we go out on one when the trial is finished? Hey, good idea. You bet. Let's have a look around then. There are some boats floating at the dock. Was one of these boats used in the murder, I wonder? Nick? Huh? I changed my mind. I don't really want to go out for a boat ride. Just want to have a quick look. More woods. There's more forest off that way. I doubt I'd find any more helpful clues there. A small boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone is around. They're probably closed because it's Christmas. It looks like we move back out, I guess. Should we go back to her? No? Okay, we move back out. Right, so we've presumably got everything we need there. Right, let's go and speak to Gumshoe. I guess Detective Gumshoe is still in that meeting.
Hey! Thanks for coming down, pal.
Detective Gumshoe?
We just finished the meeting, see? For better or for worse.
I get the feeling we're in for some bad news. Let's have a chitty chat. Do you know anything about the victim yet?
No. Still can't ID him.
Has Mr. Edgeworth said anything?
Not a word.
So how did the meeting go?
I can't tell you, pal. You're a lawyer.
True.
You know, I don't know what to believe anymore. Sure, Mr. Edgeworth's human like you or me. Still, I get the feeling that if he'd done something wrong, he wouldn't go hiding it, see? That's just the kind of guy he is. Why can't anyone else see that?
So they think that Mr. Edgeworth did it?
Well, the trial's starting tomorrow as scheduled.
I see. Hey, in the end, you did tell us about the meeting.
Don't go telling anyone else, pal.
Yes, sir.
And do me a favor. Stand by Mr. Edgeworth. He needs help, and you're the ones to help him. I'm sure he's got some reason why he won't talk to us.
Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. Trusting Edgeworth. Detective Gumshoe, how come you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much?
Well, I think that was obvious. We got a strong working relationship, us two. We trust each other, and that's how it works.
A working relationship?
See, Mr. Edgeworth always gets his defendants declared guilty every time. Yeah, his methods might be a little extreme at times, but there's a reason. He trusts our investigation, see? He trusts us to get the right man. That's why I work extra hard, pal. We've got to earn that trust he places in us.
I see. A private relationship too? Hey, this was 2001. That didn't exist. It wasn't until the internet was really popular. I see.
Mr. Edgeworth is a man you can trust, and a man you can hold, and a man you could caress, and a man you could love, and a man you can bathe, and you have my word on that.
Come on, spill it. I was wondering if you ever did get the autopsy report.
Oh, that? Yeah, I made a copy for you.
Time of death sometime on the 24th or 25th. Cause 1 bullet shot to the heart. Lot of heart? Okay, TCG, enough. Thank you. Nick? Huh? Can you show me that photo of the victim? That face. Someone you know? I don't know. I just have this feeling that I met him somewhere a long time ago. Oh. Okay. Let's have a little... Let's fiddle with some things. These are the detectives' desks. There are computers and files on each one. Funny. A lot tidier than I expect. I guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks. Over here, perhaps? No, okay, that's all of them. Let's see what he's up to. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Alright, hands against the wall. All of you. Don't even think about escaping. I've got eyes in the back of my head. He must be doing image training for arrests. A poster of a female police officer. Wait, no, that's the latest Babes in Uniform calendar. My bad. 12 months of woods, I think, is what Mr. GB would say. Hey, is that the police department's mascot? That's the blue badger. It was my idea. I made it. It's my mascot.
I see.
Oh, nice. I'll get him assigned mascot of the criminal affairs department if it's the last thing I do. Good luck.
This must be the chief of the detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen.
What? Gort Lake? Gordy sighted? I don't believe it.
Shouldn't you be reading something more important? Right, okay, I think we've, Detectives not at their desk monitoring Twitter. You really do see the age of this game. It was a much simpler time back in those back in these days. Right. I'm gonna go back to Gord Lake, see if there's anything of significance. Here we go. December 25, Gord Lake Woods.
Hey, y'all!
Lotta!
Wait up a sec. We got bingo.
Bingo.
My automatic camera took 2 pictures last night.
The whippersnappers today would never understand.
Those gosh darn whippersnappers, they'd never understand. I used to be one of those people who was, I would send letters to people because that was the quickest way to communicate with people. And then they made the telephone, which was just ungodly.
I saw a tweet the other day, right? Actually, speaking of Twitter, and speaking of like things that aged, there was it was a screen grab of a conversation, and it was a woman who said that she got approached by a man who was in his 20s. It was like 23, and the guy asked for her number, and she said, "Oh, I'm 30," and he went, "Oh, okay. In that case, can I have your email address?" She was like, "Oh my god, I want him so bad." Smooth. Hey, this is them. Take a look. Oh dear. Wait. See? He's shooting him with that pistol. It looks like that, yes. You can't really tell who that is shooting.
Yeah, well, there was enough fog out there last night to strangle a bullfrog. But, seeing these photos reminded me of something.
What?
I saw the murder happen. I'm a witness.
What? Are you serious?
Of course.
How do you forget? Never mind.
Y'all reckon I should tell the cops?
Okay, I'm gonna put this in your. I'm gonna put this in your camp. Put this in your camp, chat. In terms of telling the cops, reckon so or reckon no, or reckon Ralph. I didn't put that as an option. I should have put that as an option. I mean, what do we do? I mean, we saw the cutscene at the beginning. He's holding a gun. Gun goes bang.
Yep, I reckon y'all should.
Chew to the so. Oh, I've got a can of Coke here. Brilliant. Still with 2 so's. 3 so's. 6 in the chat. You get a 4th so, and I will close. 1. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. 4 votes on the so. Cool. Alright. I reckon so. I reckon so. TCG, you need to say it slower, draw it out. She's already lied to you once, TCG. She's probably lying about this too.
What's that? Now don't y'all go trying to mock my accent. I'm a sensitive lady. Hey, so I'm off to talk to the cops. Y'all can have this photo. Later. Wait, Lotta. What? Can't y'all see I'm kinda busy?
Tell us what you saw too, please.
Nice try, honey, but I wasn't born yesterday. I'm a witness, and that means I'm on the side of justice, and that means the cops. I'd sooner eat the south side of the northbound skunk than tell you.
Lotta,
Don't let it get to your skivvies in a bunch. Hang on, I'll start that again. Don't let it get in your skiv... I'll start that again. Don't let it get your skivvies in a bunch. Friends today, enemies tomorrow. Or is that the other way around? No matter. I'm gone. Hey, maybe they'll let me do some testifying. Hot darn. She left. Well, it's one more witness. What do we do now, Nick?
Well, if she saw something, there's not much we can do about it. The question is, what exactly did she see? I guess we'll find out in the trial tomorrow. We now have the lake photo. And I'm pretty confident we've done everything we can do there, so we'll come back out here. Oh!
Looks like the police have given up their interviewing.
Hey! Stereo on 9% and can't find my charger. Might have to pop off soon. Oh no. Have you checked? I always say this. Have you checked the puff? Just check there. And by the way, before anyone thinks I'm being rude, puff is another name for buffet. Always had a buffet. We've actually got one that has like a bunch of stuff stacked in there, and I keep like most of my electronics in there, and that's where I keep my chargers because I'm a safe boy. I imagine it'll be in there if you've got one. If you haven't, don't worry. Then just check in a drawer or something.
Nick, I think Santa's mad at you.
Long time no see, Nick. I can't remember how I did his accent. I don't even know if I did an accent. If it's a reoccurring one.
Nick, you know Santa? Wow, Nick and Saint Nick. Hey, I see the connection. Don't be ridiculous. Dude, it's me. Larry.
What are you doing here? Oh my god, it's Larry Butts, not Harry Butts. I called him Harry Butts earlier, didn't I? I said Harry Butt. Okay. Isn't it obvious? I'm working my day job. Oh, brutal.
I sell samurai dogs.
Want one? Gotta get money for dates, you know. My girl, Fiancé, deserves the best. Fiancé? Not another model, I hope. Oh, Fiancé is a fine woman, Nick. It was her idea that I wear this costume. She was all, you go, girlfriend, you know? She bought this costume for me. That's great, Larry.
Wow, a Santa costume. She must be really nice.
Whoa, cute. Nick, who is she? She's not my, what? No, she's not. In the words of Raka Raka Ali, she was only 17. So stay away, nonce. I'm his partner, Maya Faye. I'm the little sister. Sister? Wow, Nick must be tough. Working 9 to 5, having to take care of a little sister. No, I'm not Nick's little sister. I'm my older sister's little sister. Huh, sounds great. Don't worry, Maya, he's not even listening. Let's have a chat with him then. So what happened? Hey, Larry. There was a murder here last night. And since you work here, have you heard anything? No cradle robbing tea. I'm not... You cut that out.
Nick, you're wasting your time. Last night was Christmas Eve. He was with Fiancé, obviously. He wouldn't have been standing out here in the cold.
I think what you just said caught him off guard, Maya. No. It's just Fiancé's not in town right now. She's in Hawaii on a photo shoot. A model. I knew it. Well, anyway, there was a murderer here on the lake. The trial's tomorrow. Huh, neat. The defendant is Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth.
Nick, why would Larry know Edgeworth?
Whoa, Nick! You don't mean that Miles Edgeworth? Old Edgy? Weird nickname. Yeah, he's a murder suspect. Whoa, murder? Huh? You know Mr. Edgeworth, Larry? Yeah, of course. Edgy was in the same class as us in grade school. What? Samurai dogs.
Tell me about the dogs.
Huh? Oh, you mean the samurai dogs? Why are they samurai dogs? I mean, they kind of look gourd-shaped.
Oh, well, originally they were gourd dogs. You know, like guard dogs. Ouch. The samurai thing was Kiance's idea. Oh, she's my woman, you know. She was all, change the name and you go, girlfriend. She made me that banner. And the kids can't get enough of those samurai dogs. Something about that just seems wrong. Oh, and guess what? We're getting a ton of customers here at the lake, what with the big news. Big news? Yeah, Gordy. Gordy? So Mr. Edgeworth was your classmate, Larry? Yeah, Nick, him and I used to hang out all the time. I never knew. Don't get me wrong, he's always been kind of a stick in the mud. Studying all the time, trying to be like father. Like his father? Yeah, Edgy's pop was a famous defense lawyer back in the day. Wow. Wait, you said defense lawyer? Yeah. Wait a second. Mr. Edgeworth is a prosecuting attorney. What? Edgy's got a proboscis on his knee? No, he's a prosecuting attorney. This Butts fella got over his girlfriend who was brained with the clock pretty quickly, I know, right? That's like the total opposite of a defense lawyer. Huh, no figure. He always used to talk about defending the weak who were unable to defend themselves. And he used to go on and on about man's duty to society and all that. What a bore. I wonder what changed his mind, though. How the hell did Beyonce get in the picture? I don't know. He better be quick, though, because if he likes it, he should put a ring on it. Do you know Nick? Nick? What's Gordy? Huh? Oh, you mean you don't know? It's here, this very lake. A giant, mysterious monster. Gordy! Monster? Yeah. Check it out. This is an article from yesterday's newspaper. There's a photo. Wow, it's really real. Nick, a monster. A real monster. Yeah, it's probably just a log or something, right? There's a quote here from the person who took the photo. What's this? I set the camera to automatic, and when we got into the frame, I heard a loud bang, like an explosion. So they've moved this to Scotland, and they have McWright. Hey, halt there, my name's Phoenix McWright, followed by the sound of something slipping into the water. Aye, it was terrible, I tell you. I wish I could have seen it. Why would there be a sound like an explosion? Larry, could I borrow this article from you? Sure, no problem. That'll be $1 million. $1 million? Grow up, Larry. Gordy article added to the court record. Alright then, chat, where shall we move to next? Do I present him with anything? Let's have a go. What's that? It's a camera. You take pictures with it. Huh? I didn't realise you had Dank with you, TCG. Larry, you mean you don't know what a camera is? Of course I know. Hey, you're looking at a bona fide junior high graduate. I was talking about a weird contraption on that camera. Oh, that. Well, it's hard to explain. Just forget about it. Well, don't go showing me then. Jeez. Hey, Larry, do you know this guy? Who's this? I don't know. That's why I asked you. It's nice to know what the Japanese think of Americans. Who's this, Maya? Well... Oh, wait. Maya says she hasn't seen him before, didn't she? Don't show me accent to tell it feature, he might kick me ass. We'll show him the lake photo, see if that brings up anything. But what's this? Oh, what's this? You know, my eyes have been getting pretty bad lately, Nick. Actually, the photo's blurry, Larry. It was taken last night. Last night? Hey. Sorry, Nick. I don't know much about that. I'm just a simple vendor of samurai dogs. Let me see if I can examine anything new. Oh, hang on. I can't get over the samurai dogs. The original samurai dogs, no less. Hey man, whoever calls their product the original first wins. Why don't you add world famous to the sign? Hey, good idea. What have I done? Oh, okay, that's it then. Hey Nick, benches! Let's take a break. Maybe have a dog. I think not. It's too cold to sit and eat hot dogs out here. Wimpy city boy. Hey, I'm from the islands, you wee girl. You should try standing under a freezing waterfall sometime. Yeah, so should you. You can't even get under a cold shower. What the problem's with you? Right, right, I think we've done everything we need to do here. Maybe back to the boat rental shop? Nope. Back to the beach. Let's go back to the woods. Nope. Let's come back out here. Let's move back to the entrance. Okay. Let's go to the affairs department. Okay, we've got something new. Not a gumshoe in sight. If you're looking for Detective Gumshoe, he's in the questioning room. Apparently an important witness turned up. He'll be in there a while. Not a heart. It has to be. Uh-oh. Hey. Can I... What? Okay, so I can't do anything yet. Let's go back to the law offices. Ah. Sorry to hear that, not Mirati, but at least you managed to stick around. What is it? Oh! Nothing. Just something's been bothering me. Could you show me that autopsy report once more? Hey! I remember now. This guy. He's a lawyer that was at that office Mia worked at. I met him once when I was there to hang out with Sis. That office? Wait. You mean Grossberg's office? Right, that guy. That was the last name I expected to come up. Maybe I should go talk to him, for old time's sake. Let's have a look. Difficult-looking legal books stand in a formidable row. They mock me. I tried reading one. Made my head hurt. When I closed it, it slipped out of my hand. Then my foot hurt too. Mia's desk. If we had more clients, I'd probably sit here more often. Lately, I've been spending more time on the couch watching TV. Maya brought in a poster of the Steel Samurai the other day. We had a big fight over whether to put it up or not. I know she's just waiting for a chance to sneak it up on the wall. Excuse me. Mia's favourite plant. Its name is Charlie. Maya's got on the knack of watering it lately. Charlie's been perking up these days. Looks like it's cleaning day. It looks like it's cleaning day at the hotel across the way. I hear they're planning a second branch outside the city. I can see the bellboy getting the angle of that screwdriver in the drawer just right. Right, well, looks like we're going to be moving over to Grossberg. I see he still hasn't got his picture back. Ah, that old familiar clearing of the throat.
Aha! You're Mia's something, are you not?
I can't remember how I did his accent last time. I was her understudy, yes. Phoenix Wright.
Aha! And you're Mia's something too, are you not?
Her little sister, yes.
You've grown. You've come to look a lot like your sister, you know. It takes me back. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see?
Mr. Grossberg, sir.
Ah, yes, I beg your pardon. Of course you came here to discuss something. What is it then? Something the matter?
Let's have a steady on Grossberg. She's 17. There was a murder last night.
A murder?
You haven't heard? I, just got up, you see. Well, Miles Edgeworth shot someone with a pistol.
Edgeworth? What? Who did he shoot?
Well, the identity of the victim is still unknown.
This is terrible news indeed.
I guess he hadn't heard anything. Mr. Grossberg, whatever happened to that painting?
Oh, yes. I do not think it shall ever be coming back home to this office. Can't exactly claim it as stolen. I suppose it's just my desserts. Old bitter desserts.
Excuse me. Right, let's present
So this camera on the lake takes a photo whenever it hears an explosion sound.
That's what she said. I'm not getting the pun.
And it just happened to be set up on the beach pointing out on the lake.
Yes. She said it was to photograph shooting stars.
Shooting stars, explosions. What's the connection? I'd be suspicious of this witness of yours.
So would I.
Strange. I feel as though I've seen this man somewhere before. Ah!
Did you remember?
He was a lawyer. Here in my office. That's Hammond. Robert Hammond.
Mr. Hammond?
And you say this is the man Miles Edgeworth shot? So this is the moment the crime took place, eh?
That guy has a hell of a throat, actually, and I mean that not in a weird way. Yes.
You can't really say sorry for sure that's Edgeworth. I'm not sure whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Not sure at all. My apologies. I'm not sure I can help you with that.
But I'm sure you have extra dialogue. So who is this Hammond guy, anyway?
Well, he used to be a presenter on Top Gear until the BBC destroyed his reputation when he crashed his car. He then ended up leaving the show along with other people like James May and, oh my god, his name has just escaped me, Jeremy Clarkson. They ended up doing a show on Amazon for a little while, and then something or other. I don't know what he's up to these days, but I heard that he kind of looks like a gerbil. Mr. Hammond. He was the defense attorney in that case.
That case?
Yes, the DL6 incident.
DL6? Why does that sound so familiar?
Perhaps you remember.
I'm sure someone mentioned it during the trial of Mia's murder.
That was the incident where the police were so at a loss, they used a spirit medium.
Yeah, I love that, Mergu. I love as well that they he's basically just turned around and said, yeah, well, it ain't coming back.
Wait, you don't mean...
Was that medium my mother?
Yes, my dear. The spirit medium, Misty Fey, your mother, contacted the spirit of a victim. But the case was a loss. No conviction was made. The DL6 incident, yes. Happened 15 years ago. A very strange case indeed.
They never caught the criminal, right?
Correct. Misty Fey used her powers to talk to the spirit of the late victim. Her testimony led to charges being laid against one man. But Mr. Hammond won the case and the suspect was declared innocent.
And the police blamed my mother, calling her a fraud. You were the one who helped her out then, right, Mr. Grossberg?
Yes, quite.
Thank you.
No, please, don't mention it.
DL6. Never thought I'd hear that name again. But wait, what does that case have to have anything to do with Mr. Edgeworth?
It has everything to do with Mr. Edgeworth, my dear. The victim in the DL6 incident was none other than his father, Gregory Edgeworth.
What? His father?
If you want to know more, you should ask him yourself. Show him this. I'm sure he'll talk to you.
Do you remember that picture, guys? Do you remember that picture? That was from the second trial. Wait. This is a photograph of my mother. An old photograph. DL6 incident. Six incident. Exhibit A is written on the back. And it's added to the court record. Right. I know where we're going now, guys. Gregworth, if you will. What's this? I was hoping you'd gotten my message the first time. Edgeworth, what about your defense? It's no concern of yours. Guess he hasn't found anyone yet. Yeah, he's still not chatting. Take that! Edgeworth. It's only been a matter of hours since you last visited, yet you've made incredible progress in your investigation. I'll admit it. I'm impressed. I'm impressed, right? You were always single-minded in your work, though. Once you start on something, you always see it through, don't you? About the DL6 incident. Right, DL6. I didn't want you to find out about it. That is why I refused your offer to defend me. I'm sorry if it sounded like I thought you weren't up to the job. I just wanted to keep you away from DL6. So,
Do you still think it would have been better for me to stay away? I don't know anyone named Misty Faye. That's like Michael Jackson named his child Blanket. Yeah. I don't know. But I see no point in hiding anything from you now. Very well. Ask whatever you like, and I will answer to the best of my abilities. Yay, we got him to crack the DL6 incident. The DL6 incident was when my father died. Right before my eyes. He was shot and killed, and I saw it all. My memories from that time are foggy. I suppose it's a self-defense mechanism. In any case, a suspect was arrested. A man. It's pretty clear he was the only one who could have killed my father. The spirit medium they used to talk to my late father said the same thing. It was an attorney by the name of Robert Hammond that cleared the suspect's name. And Hammond is the victim in the Gourd Lake murder? Correct. That spirit medium. That was my mum. What? You mean you're... Strange. I thought that terrible incident was about to end. And now... this. About to end? The DL6 incident happened 15 years ago. 15 years ago, on December 28. December 28? The statute of limitations on the case runs out in 3 days. What? Nick, what does that mean? When a case's statute of limitations runs out, legally the case never happened. 3 days from now, DL6 will be closed. Forever. What happened to the suspect? The one who got off innocent? I don't know. He disappeared from public view. Nobody wears to. Nobody knows where to. If he's still alive, he'd be about 50 years old now. I guess I can understand why he'd go into hiding. It'd be hard to live a normal life after being a murder suspect in such a big case. So was your father a lawyer? He was. Gregory Edgeworth. He was quite famous at the time, apparently. So you were sort of trying to follow in his footsteps? I'd rather not talk about it. Your attorney's badge. I can't say I really want to see one of those right now. Ah. What's that? I'm not in the mood for idle banter, right? Okay. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I can't think of anything I want to say about that. Who would have thought there'd be a photo? Edgeworth, did you shoot him? What do you think, Mr. Wright? I don't think you're the kind to point a gun at anyone. No. So you didn't shoot him? No, I didn't. Wasn't me. Right. It pains me to ask you this now. I know. You want us to defend you. Yes. Will you? Oh, okay, okay. Come on, guys. What do you think we should do? Come, what do you think? I mean, everyone's saying no to him. And this looks like a really tough case. Do you think it's one that Phoenix Wright himself can overcome, can conquer? Can he achieve what many believe to be the unachievable? First person in says yes. Will we defend Edgy Boy? One person still says yes. We won. 3 votes. Yeah, come on. Okay. Let's do it then. Let's do it. Of course we will. Ah, who could have guessed the day this would come? Not me. This is my chance to finally pay you back. Pay him back? Pay me back? For what? I don't remember ever doing anything for you. Never mind. I guess you don't really need to know. Huh. My letter of request. Please give it to Detective... My letter of request. Please give it to Detective Gunshoe. Well, I guess we should. What's that? Earthquake, Nick! It's a big one! Whoa! It's calming down. Whew. That was scary. Huh? Where's Edgeworth? There. He's on the floor in a ball, shivering. I guess he doesn't do so well with earthquakes. I've heard of running, but curling up in a ball. Well, I guess we're done. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't seem like he's going to stand up anytime soon. Let's go, Nick. Do it. He'll owe you. Might even give one of you one of his fancy cravats. I would love one of them. We have to give Edgeworth's letter of request to Detective Gumshoe. Right. We better go do it. He's like walking by the police station there. Well, this is Japan. Oh, what would be the word? It would be a Japanese version of America, so I imagine their monsters would be huge. Lizojira!
What's going on here?
Eek! What's wrong, Detective?
This wild lady comes in here just a while ago, saying she come to talk to y'all about after hearing what Mr. Wright had to say. What's this all about, pal?
Lot of hearts.
Why are you going around finding more witnesses? You want to give Mr. Edgeworth the death sentence, pal?
No, not at all. Just, I mean, she did see something. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't go around covering up evidence.
You trying to say something about the way I do my job?
No, sir. Can I still talk to him? Yeah, let's do that. So, what did Miss Hart say?
She said she saw Mr. Edgeworth fire the pistol.
What? What?
She even had a photograph to prove it.
Right. Yeah, I saw it too. You really can't tell from the photo who it is shooting.
That's why she said she's gonna enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality, it might, but should let us see who's who.
She can do that? Okay, so there's going to be an enlarged photograph that shows Edgeworth in the act. Great. Just great.
In any case, she's going to be the one testifying tomorrow.
Huh? What happened to the other witness?
Well, apparently there was a cancellation.
Cancellation?
I'm afraid tomorrow's trial is going to be life or death for poor Edgeworth. We got a witness who says she saw the very moment of the murder. I tell you, my wife is going to kill me. We got a photo taken of when the shot rang out.
I'd say that sounds like a pretty unwinnable case. But wait, what did Mia used to say? It's innocent, there's got to be something I've overlooked.
It sounds like Mr. Edgeworth is going to ask the state to assign a public defender. I was just asked to file the paperwork. But you still got time, pal. Go talk to him again. For me, please. You have to convince him. You have to make him let you defend him. Please, please, please. I know you're the only one who can do it, pal. You're the only one who can save Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, it just so happens, Mr. Gumshoe. Look what I got.
Hey, you did it, pal. Glad I waited till the last minute to file those papers. I'll rip them up and start new ones for you.
Thanks, Detective. We'll see you in court tomorrow then.
Good luck, pal. Hey, you guys feel that earthquake a little while back? I was worried.
Worried? We're fine. I lived out here my whole life. I'm pretty used to them by now.
Oh, I wasn't worried about you two. I was worried about Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, right.
He did seem to overreact a little.
He did seem to overreact a little now that you mention it.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. It was a pretty big quake. I'm gonna go check on him. You two go eat and get your rest for tomorrow's trial.
Later. I wonder what it is with Mr. Edgeworth and earthquakes. I wonder. He was never that scared of them when he was in school. And again, I only really got to know him in 4th grade. He transferred to another school after that. I wonder what happened to Edgeworth. To be continued. Right, chat. That about wraps it up. Let's end the stream on that note. So tomorrow we'll have the trial where we defend Edgeworth to see what Lotta Hart has to say in terms of a testimony. Interesting that we had the original witness cancel on us. So maybe that person will feature again well, either later that day, or perhaps if we're lucky enough to get another day to do more investigating. I suspect that will be the case. But also, we get to see who the prosecuting attorney is, and you won't be disappointed, I tell you. Yeah, we're going up against the big dog. Yes, but you'll find that out when I stream next. So, just a quick heads up in terms of the live streams. I'm not going to be doing one tomorrow, and I won't be doing one Sunday. The reason for that is because I'm going to be working on a little short video that I plan to get out before the end of the weekend, and I've also got stuff to do tomorrow as well, family wise and stuff like that. Perfect timing, detective. I have to go do a house check for one of our rescue dogs in 15 minutes, and I would have hated to miss your detectiving. Oh wait, there we go. So guys, let me know, do you prefer the 9 o'clock start, or would you like me to do 10 o'clock? I mean, does it really matter? Because I know you can catch it on the replay. That's all good, but yeah, let me know. So yeah, that concludes part 6. If you have made it this far, thank you ever so much for watching. And in terms of my live viewers, thank you, Not Moriarty, thank you, Murgu, Mr. Gently Benevolent, Marina, Mima. I also want to thank Enigmatic for stopping by as well, and just to make sure I haven't missed anybody else, Jesus Fried Christ for stopping by as well. Yeah, guys, I can't stress how much I'm loving sharing this with you all. So yeah, we'll be back on Monday. 9, that way you're forced to do it longer. I'll do it for the same amount of time, my dude. It's just, for me personally, 9 o'clock works a little bit better because then I can wrap up a little bit earlier, which means I get a bit more beauty sleep. But I don't care. I've always been a bit of a night owl anyway. So yeah, that was fun. Can't believe it's Edgeworth we're defending. I know, right? I know. But yeah, so guys, I will see you on Monday. Hopefully I'll have a video out by Sunday. It's only going to be a short one, and it's a little bit different to the content that I normally put out. But as I mentioned, I think one of my early streams, it was a story that my wife shared with me. And yeah, it was pretty wild. If you are watching on the replay, if you're new here, give us drop the video a like. Yeah, drop the stream a like as well, guys, if you haven't already. If you're new here as well, subscribe to the channel. We're 129, I think, at the last time I checked. I'd like to get it up to 200 by the end of the year if I can do. But yeah, thank you ever so much for stopping by. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you again on Monday. So until next time, take care and goodbye for now.